Hi, I'm Terry and this is Blanche, my self-converted microcamper. Join me for the last leg of my Scotland adventure, exploring Glencoe, paddleboarding on Loch Lomond and slowly making my way back home. I'm going to be so sad to say goodbye to Scotland.
Good morning. So I'm back on the mainland now. I've been here 2 nights already, and yesterday I just took the day off and had a little look around Fort William. Done some chores, filled up the water and things which I needed to do. But yeah, I feel much more rested from doing that. I think I just had like sensory overload after Skye, so it was nice to just relax and just have a bit of a day off, I guess. But yeah, so now I've come to Glencoe. I'm parked at a National Trust car park which allows overnight stays, and it is absolutely beautiful. View of the mountains and the stream. There's a loch just beside where I am. Just get my boots on and I'll show you. So as you can see, it is absolutely beautiful out there. It's quite cold again today, so I'm going to wrap up and then we'll have a little look around to see what's here and try to find a place with a signal so I can work out what I'll be doing on this part of the trip. So let's enjoy, let's explore. So I've come to a place called Anto. It's a forest walk. There's three different trails. You've got blue, yellow and black. The yellow and black seem to overlap for part of it, so I'm going to start off with the yellow, head to the black, and then maybe catch up with the blue a little bit after that. Oh god, I've only just started the walk and it is stunning. It's quite a bright day as well, which is really helping. Cold, but like that nice crisp cold. But yeah, apparently there's like roe deer here, so hopefully we'll get to see some of those. Definitely one for the senses. The birds are just like singing in the background. The smell from the forest is just so intense. It's just that lush, like woodland smell. I'm not quite sure how else to describe it. It's beautiful. And then obviously the scenery is stunning to look at too. The textures when you touch the bark of the trees as you're going past, and it's,
just beautiful, really. Oh, I love it. I really love it so much. I've left the black trail and I'm now following the blue trail, which leads to something called Signal Rock. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm curious enough to want to find out. So let's see. It to Signal Rock. It's pretty cool. There's also some information about it now, so apparently it's also known as Hill of the Sun, and there are lots of myths and legends around this rock, one of which is that it was the gathering points for the Clan MacDonald when there was like times of emergency. Well, MacDonald's of Glencoe anyway. Side note, my paternal ancestors were Clan Campbell, and it's quite notorious, the battles between Clan Campbell and Clan MacDonald, so I think there might be a few old Highlanders being a little bit pissed of me being up here. I also find it quite interesting that I've come to a rock known as the Hill of the Sun, and the sun has now come out. So maybe there's some truth in those old myths and legends and folklores. So I found a couple of places that I want to see today. The weather's gorgeous, so I want to kind of make the most of being outdoors. But on the way to the first one, like the Viewpoint, the road was just beautiful, and there's like a loch and mountains, so I had to stop off to just get some footage of it because it's wonderful, really. I've arrived at my next stop for this part of the adventure, and that is at Kilchurn Castle. I don't know a lot about it, but the pictures looked amazing. The drive here was just stunning, and it's got even sunnier. So sunny, in fact, I took my coat off. The hat has to stay on though because my hair is an absolute state. So it's quite a short walk from the car park to get to the castle. You go under the bridge, through a gate, and then castle. It looks like there's some cows grazing in front of it as well, which is quite nice. And the reflections on the water, just...
Kilchurn Castle is situated at the northeastern end of Loch Lomond in Argyll and Bute. It was first constructed in the mid-15th century as the base of the Campbells of Glencoe, who extended both the castle and their territory in the area over the next 150 years. The castle comprised a 5-storey tower house at one corner of the irregular-shaped courtyard. The tower house still stands substantially complete, overshadowing the rest of the complex. On the ground level of the tower were a cellar and a prison. There was a hall on the first floor and private chambers above. The area surrounding the castle is incredibly beautiful, and I particularly like seeing the Highland cows grazing, even if they were slightly scary.
Well, I think this is going to be my last stop for today, and it's the River Lockheed Falls trail. There's waterfalls and a stream, lots of woodland. It's only about an hour for the trail, so I think it's a nice way to end off today. Sorry, the sun, I'm just trying to, there we go. Yeah, it should be quite a nice end. The car park has 2 picnic benches, so I shall make dinner at the stop. I might actually just stay here overnight actually. It's a nice little spot and I've got a little bit of reception, so it's always a bonus. But anyway, the trail. So today has been absolutely incredible. There's just so many beautiful places in like this part of the Highlands. Yeah, I think Glencoe has to be one of the most just stunning places ever. There's just, every time you're driving along the road, you've got to pull over to see something else, and it's just pure magic. But yeah, so I'm back in the van and I've had some dinner and I'm just gonna like hunker down for the night because I'm pretty exhausted. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna head down towards Loch Lomond. Hopefully get the paddleboard out. I think the weather's quite bad tomorrow though, so we'll see if it's okay. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, I can just turn these blowers off because they're quite loud. So the warmer weather of yesterday was definitely a fluke. When I woke up this morning, it was ice everywhere again. The windscreen was frozen, the windows were frozen, I was frozen. Yeah, I checked the temperature, I think it was -3. So yeah, like not exactly a pleasant day today in terms of temperature. But I mean, it didn't stop us at the beginning of the trip or the middle or any of it really, so I guess it won't stop me now. I've come down to Loch Lomond and the Trousseaus. At the moment I'm parked at the Falls of Falloch, which I've visited in the past and it is very beautiful, so I figure a nice little walk around here first and then head down to Loch Lomond. I was planning on paddleboarding at Loch Lomond, but I think I'll just see how I feel when I get there. I might end up just going for a walk there and then paddleboarding somewhere else. Maybe a different day, maybe a warmer day, I don't know. But yay! So the Falls of Falloch are a really nice little stop off if you're around Loch Lomond. It's at the most northerly point of Loch Lomond, and it's only about a 5-minute walk from the car park, so it's a great way to start the day if you're like me and heading north to south. Yeah, the waterfall isn't huge but perfectly formed. So that was it, that was the Falls of Falloch. Like I say, it was a very quick stop off because unless it's a warm day there's not really enough here to just walk around to keep seeing, and you need to be walking around today because it's so cold. Yeah, it's a nice way to start the trip down to go further south and before hitting Loch Lomond. lovely and calm out there. It's cold though, like my fingers are already quite cold and my toes are obviously numb. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to play, but I think I've been out for about an hour now, so it's just nice to be back on the water. Hey, so today has been gorgeous, really cold, but it was warm enough to go on the loch, and it was just so nice to have the paddleboard out again. I just love being on the water. There's something so soothing about it, and just the quiet, and just it's just really nice. I think this is going to be it now for my Scotland adventure, and I'll be heading back home, mainly because the van is doing this. No idea why, but all of the dials are like just flickering out. Yeah, so I need to go home and get that checked out. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Any questions, just drop them below and I shall try to answer them. And thank you. I hope you enjoyed Scotland. Come up here because it's bloody beautiful. Thank you. Bye.